Hello everyone, this is Shane Purcell, Video Direct 10 on YouTube.com, and I have a video recap review of TNA's Impact show that took place last night. It was it was the night where we're going to see less commercials, limited commercials, limited commercial interruption. I'm going to give you a rundown of how the show started to how it ended. And I'm going to throw in there, the commercials. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, I counted all the commercials. And I tried to write down the TNA spots as well where they took place. Because personally and honestly, I couldn't tell a difference. I couldn't tell a difference in the commercials. Sorry. But this is how it went down. I'm going to explain it. The show started out with Mr. Anderson in the ring with Hulk Hogan. And they show, Sting's in the back, going nuts, whatever. He's beating up Scott Steiner in the back in the locker room or whatever. And, Sting, the lights went out and all of a sudden he appears in the ring. Mr. Magical Sting. All of a sudden, by the way, I think he's like... He reminds me now of the Joker in The Dark Knight. Heath Ledger, strange. So, Sting appears in the ring all of a sudden. And then here comes Bully Ray. Wham, wham, wham. You stop picking on Sting! Stop picking on Sting, you! Like, shut up. Come on. Anyway. He comes there and starts picking on Sting, and then all that goes on, wah, 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 and then we come to a TNA spot. A TNA spot is them advertising a pay-per-view or whatever. You got this TNA spot, and most of the night they advertised the X Division, which is kind of cool. So we got a TNA spot. Then we have, in this commercials, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 commercials. No, excuse me, 1, 2, 3. We had 3 commercials. Then another TNA spot. So that's 3 commercials so far. I just got to tell you, all the commercials. Then we have a match, our first match of the night, Samoa Joe versus Devon. And of course, who wins? Devon. Yay. Yay, 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 Devon. So, that whole story with the Pope and Devon's sons, well, they show... After Devon wins the match, they show Pope in the back with Devon's sons. Strange. Anyway, now we have another TNA spot, ladies and gentlemen. It's the X Division TNA spot. Thank you very much. Bring back the X Division. So we have the TNA spot there for X Division, and then we have an X Division match. Now this is where it gets good, folks. This is where it gets good because we have Jimmy Wang Yang, remember? WWE, he's in TNA now. Loki's back in TNA. Dude named Matt Bitley. They're in an X Division match all together. It is probably one of the best matches ever of the night so far. I like this kind of style of wrestling. Real energetic. It's awesome. Now, Jimmy Wang is from Austell, Georgia. That's where I'm from right now. That's where I live. I've lived here forever. And he went to South Cobb High School, which is right down the street. A lot of people know Jimmy Wang. It's good to see him in TNA. I'm glad he's wrestling again. Maybe he can pick things up in TNA and make it what it should be. So you got Jimmy Wang, Low Key, and Matt Bitley wrestling. And Kilo wins. Excuse me. Loki wins. Did I say Kilo? I think I did say Kilo. Loki wins. Anyway, then we have another TNA spot. It's about Ultimate X. Then we have more commercials coming in here. Now, see, this is the 4th commercial. Then they have altogether in that segment, they have 7 commercials already. Limited commercials. I couldn't tell. Was it crazy of me to write down these commercials, how many there were? Yeah, probably was. But I did it anyway. So, hey. Then we come back and we have Mickey James, Tara, Angelina, Miss Tessmacher, Velvet Sky, I do believe, and Winter. All getting down wrestling. All trying to, and let me tell you something, they're pretty good in the ring. They are really, in a way, I think they're a lot better than the Divas over there at WWE. But WWE can't knock WWE, though. But these knockouts are really good, I believe. I think so, anyway. So you have them wrestling, and then Mickie James is the winner. Thank goodness. Mickie James, good going. She's the winner, and then we go back to more commercials. We have like altogether now 11 commercials. 11 commercials, folks. Now, like I said before, I could never tell a difference. I never paid attention to the commercials with TNA. All I paid attention to lately was all the talking that went on in the show. Where's all the wrestling? We don't know, but we know where all the talking is. Out there on TV. So like I said, we never paid too much attention. I never paid too much attention to the how many commercials there are. So we have a show, we're watching a show last night, it has limited commercial interruptions. Well, how do you know? I don't get it. So after the Mickie James wins that match, we have more commercials. And now it's up to 11 commercials. And then another TNA spot. I don't know. I couldn't tell. Anyway, now we have Christopher Daniels and AJ Styles in the ring for a contract signing for a match at Destination X. Now, at this point, you have Jerry Lynn come down to the ring. You all remember Jerry Lynn. And they're all talking about who really started this whole X Division thing. And then here comes RVD saying, no, I didn't. I believe I started. Blah, 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 blah. And the only thing I was thinking at this point of the night, this part of the show, was how much Jerry Lynn reminds me of Lieutenant Dan on Forrest Gump. You know what I'm saying? He looks like Lieutenant Dan with like his hair dyed blonde. That's all I was thinking. Oh my gosh, Lieutenant Dan. Anyway, so then AJ and Gunner are in the ring. They're duking it out in a match, and Gunner wins the match. So here we go again. More commercials. Now remember, this is a night where it's limited commercial interruption, but I'm seeing all these commercials. Now it's the 12th commercial of the night. I'm counting, folks. I'm counting the commercials. Hey, why not? So during that little break, it was 15 commercials. 15 commercials. So we come back. And we have Mexican America all complaining in the ring. They're just complaining and complaining and complaining. What really makes me upset about this is that dude that's with oh God, I don't even know their names. The guy that thinks he's Chavo Guerrero. You know what I'm talking about. I'm sick of that guy. Especially since Chavo is like out of WWE now. Come on, Chavo. Get over there, TNA, shape and things. Shape it up over there. Help him out, man. Take that guy and just show him what it's like. He's just taking it all from you, man. So the Mexican Americans in the ring complaining, and out comes the British invasion, and then Rob Terry comes out there and cleans out the ring. Oh, well, what a night so far, right? I don't know, man. I don't know. Excuse me while the phone rings. Rob Terry cleans out the ring. He's all mad, puffed up, telling Mexican American, get back in the ring, come on, I'll take you, I'll take you on. And then we go to this spot with Jeff Jarrett and Karen in Mexico. I think it's kind of weird, kind of dumb in a way that they put this spot right after the Mexican America was in the ring. Then next we see Jarrett and Karen in Mexico. I don't get it. I don't even get that whole thing. So the last match of the night finally is Scott Steiner and Sting. Pretty decent match, but when you look at Scott Steiner and when you look at Sting, but mainly right now Scott Steiner is getting old. You know what I'm saying? It's weird to watch him because I don't know. He's just one of the guys, old guys, back wanting to keep wrestling, I guess. Anyway, so Sting wins, then a lot of junk happens in the end and all this kind of stuff. And that's a simple review of last night. Now, there was 15 commercials during the whole night. Now, to me, that was not really limited commercials. But what they did do is they put on all these TNA spots. That was the trick. I know what they were doing. Well, let me tell you something. TNA, you need to come back to the X Division, period. Let it be X Division. Let it be X Division. Get rid of Hulk Hogan. Get rid of Eric Bischoff. Hey, you may even want to get rid of Sting. You may even want to get rid of, did I say Scott Steiner? Get rid of Scott Steiner. I watched Hulk Hogan last night, walking down the ring. This guy, before long, we are going to have to watch him being pushed in a wheelchair down to the ring. He can barely walk. What is he doing? He can't stop wrestling. TNA, total nonstop action, Impact. What is going on? You have to do X Division, I think, constantly. Stop all the talking. I really didn't pay too much attention last night how much talking was on the show. Because I was counting all the commercials. That's what I had to do. I wanted to see if they could really do this, but I don't think so. I think 15 commercials is I don't know, is that a lot? I don't know. What's limited commercials? Anyway, X Division, keep it happening. I want to see the pay-per-view, but I don't know if I will or not. But let me tell you something, X Division, keep it strong over there at TNA. Anyway, this is Shane Purcell, Video Direct 10, YouTube.com. Subscribe to my channel. Rate my videos. Comment on my videos. It's all good here. Hope to see you later. Talk to you later. Peace.